several hundred students within Silicon Valley itself. The kind of education we are providing and how we started, why we started. I am a double E from IIT Bombay, in Masters, and this kind of education either is non-existing or if it is available in some small boutique brick and mortar setup, it just becomes anywhere from $70 to $100 an hour range. Unfortunately, the access is a big problem. Not every child can go there, and even if they go there, that kind of price becomes very difficult for every parent to afford. We wanted to bring this cost down to close to $10 per hour, and that's what we have tried, and I think parents are liking it. We are seeing overwhelming response everywhere. There's not only the one session, we are running these kind of sessions everywhere in US. Many are in Silicon Valley right now. We have over 700 students here, as I said. We got a lot of partners here as well as in India. So we also have a couple of thousand students there. They are in partnership with several IITs and IIMs. The way our session goes, this is just a demo session. This is not how the session will be. Our classrooms are kept at 8 to 1 on the tech side. So the teacher to student ratio will be averaging out somewhere 5 to 6. That's how we are able to give the very personalized attention. Given the volume, we are starting anywhere from 40 to 50 batches every month. And there is a lot of flexibility in the schedule because you will have 5 to 10 choices to pick from depending on your age, the days you want, the past background of your child and all kind of things. So from the schedule perspective, you will not have any issue at Moonpreneur. Now, I'll dive into further. It's all multi-tier and multi-year program. Done all the batches, that's our beauty. So basically the batches will be done based upon your child age, their past background. Within the same age band also, there will be multiple batches running at different pace. Some will run fast, some will run slow. So I think, let me just make sure, we have 7 to 8 and 9 to 10. Some of this information might be little early, but I think this is important for us to understand as parents what's happening there. When we look at and I'll not go in detail, but a couple of things is important. When we look at the future of work, right? We see all this AI is going to eliminate hundreds of millions of job losses. It's already happening, right? How the next 10 or 15 years will happen, we do not know, but we know that in near future, it is going to create more jobs than it is going to eliminate. But what they are saying, every 16% need to reskill by 2030 to stay employed. So it's already happening. It's not like it may happen or may not happen. Our kids who are 7, 8 or 10, we have an opportunity to give them the right skill, and that's what we are trying, because there is a continuous gap in the education system, and especially from the federal system and all that, it just gets clunkier. Making introduction of small devices and all that, it can be many, many years of process. So this is what we want to provide as a support system to all the parents, so that your child can learn something additional than school, which can make them ready for the future of time. Now, besides whatever we are seeing through AI, couple of things we are noticing. The remote work is going to stay here, and a lot of folks were already struggling even to create their visibility in the workforce when it was in person. When you are on a screen, how to create your visibility, how to tell that you could be a leader, right? So it's just mindset, and that kind of mindset takes many, many years of preparation. So if we give those seeds now, they will be that kind of personality they will be able to develop, so then they can be relevant. The other thing is happening is, in 2017 there was 57 million freelancers. By 2027, in just 10 years, that number is going to become over 80 to 83 million freelancers. Over 50% of US workforce will become contingent, means either you are consultant or freelancers. And there is nothing wrong. But now, besides the tech skill, which is going to be prevalent, you also need to have entrepreneurial or soft skills, so then you can build your authority, so you can always hunt for the next job. And we are talking 2027. Our kids are going to go in the job market after 10, 12 years. We are already predicting 70 to 80% job will become consulting or freelancing. So it's not like rocket science. It's just a mindset, right? I give this example all the time. We have people in the tech industry or other who might be at very high position, like director or VPs over when they get a news of layoff, they start sweating when they lose sleep. But look at the construction worker. For a $10,000 project, just for $200 or $300, they'll just walk out. And they do not go hungry. They do not know what they are going to do next week. But that's how they grew up. That's how they have seen their uncle or aunt or dad negotiate. So it just happened naturally to them. I think this the time is coming when we are in that kind of workforce, because our parents might have done 2 or 3 jobs in their lifetime. Current generation, including us, we are seeing 5 to 8 jobs, averaging out. Our kids are going to see 15 to 20 jobs, multiple career in that, right? They might be doing multiple jobs at the same time, in the same day or same week. And then if you see Industry 4.0, it all revolve around tech. So Industry 1, we have seen in 1780, that was first time when we saw the steam engine. Changed a lot of things, like looms and all that. Then another 100 years, we see electricity. Then by 1970, we saw Internet of the Things, Internet and all kind of things. Now we are seeing this whole new revolution. So far, if we had this feeling that they will grow up and they will figure it out, it was all fine, because that's how we have seen numbers. This is the first time our next generation is going to see less wealth than what we had. If you look at the number, the millennials who are hitting their 40s, they own less than 7% of US wealth. The boomers at the same age were owning 45%. So it's not like a couple of percent difference here. The 45 became 7%. So we see it is going like this. Something needs to be done. We cannot just say now they will figure it out. It's not. All the low-level jobs from transportation to food industry are going to go away to automation. There are going to be new jobs created, and they will require additional skills. And I think that we need to somehow fill that gap. So you guys might have seen the video when we were playing.
I'm from California, USA. After completion of the course, I created.
Yes, so I'll just play another minute or two of this.
My name is Richard James. My actual project. My project is used for car safety.
Hi, my name is Samiranka. I'm 14 and I live in California, United States. I am the creator of the Fantastic Rocks. Not only that, but the program also grew me and built my confidence for public speeches, TEDx, where I shared my thoughts about the future.
I am sadly happy and I wanted to make a product that would be able to take the energy that is me while we walk and be able to do something like transform another device.
Hello, my name is Sydney Green. I create
My name is Anita Scalper. I designed and created this camera add-on module with Moonshot Jr.
Hi, I'm Rajika Barat. I'm 13.
So I'll stop here. I mean, you can go to our website. Now we have several thousand students, hundreds of success stories, or what kids are doing. You can watch their video. All kind of things are there. So this is what we are providing. It's a holistic program. We are trying to prepare them. So there are 3 legs: the technical skills, the robotics, to prototyping, design thinking, circuit design. So this is one thing, which is all experiential learning combined with these learning kits. Then there are power skills, from graphic design to video creation to presentation skills, online marketing, team building, and then there is the advanced mathematics. And I'll dive in deeper on the next slides. So this is how we teach. This is like year-long program, and 1 year, and the next year something more complex happen. It's all experiential learning, as I said, like project-based learning, gamification, basic learning. We took good pieces from all. That's how we have created our proprietary learning methodology. Everything is instructor-led. 7, 8, or 9, 10-year-old student, you cannot throw them a video. That's not how the learning happens. Very few students able to learn that way. So it's all instructor-led. We ship out many learning kits as part of the program. These are part of our curriculum, and these are complex. But the teacher makes sure that they are making progress and every child is reaching to finish line. We're able to hit about 92-93% success rate. So on the top rail, it's all tech. They will be able to receive learning kit. There will be 90-minute weekly session with the instructor where they will be able to learn, able to build small modules. In last 3 months, they will receive another learning kit, and it will be a prototyping where they will create a working prototype. So that's how the tech goes. The power skill, we call it, has a multiple modules. We teach from graphic design to video creation. everything is outcome focused. So if your child is in the graphic design session for a month, they will see 4 or 5 sessions. And if they're not able to create a graphics in the end, that means we haven't done our job. So it will be all outcome focused. Towards the end and the bottom, they will work in a team, they'll get an idea in a pitch format, and we'll teach them design thinking, and they will create 8 to 10 slides that they are pitching their business to real investors. And they will also create a draft prototype. So that will be all kind of imagination, but a prototype will be on the paper. They are sending a rover on the Mars or what. But on the top, the prototype is a working real tech prototype. So we want to make sure both the sides are covered. It's all progressive. So young kids, 7 to 8, they will start at tier 0. They will have different learning kits. Then as they grow, the more complex thing will start happening. The way we teach, the way we inspire, and it's not like us. No tech in the world able to solve it. After spending billions and billions of dollars, how to keep the child engaged for more than 5 or 6 months. After that, most of them drop. We are nobody right now. We are less than 3-year-old company. We are sitting at 22 months, averaging out. And we do not know how long these kids are going to continue with us. The average student already spent over 22 months. The way we are doing things differently, everything is a mission based. So we are not telling a child that, okay, I'm going to teach you coding. That's not how you keep the child excited. Coding for what, right? I mean, there needs to be a mission or purpose. Same thing, somebody will say, okay, I'll teach you entrepreneurship. You cannot. It has to be some practicality. That's how you can take me on that journey. So think about like, this is a tier 2 and tier 3 kit. This is like just robotic car. You can program in multiple ways. You can put multiple sensors. You can literally use computer vision also. You can use cameras. You can use ultrasonic sensors, IR sensors, color sensors. You can use many things. But we are not telling the child that, okay, let's learn coding. We are just saying that, okay, let's build this car so it can bring something from your kitchen to your room, a breakfast or whatever, by avoiding all the obstacles. Right? Now the child is excited. Now whether the child need to learn a lot of sensors or programming, so be it. You can keep them engaged working for a year. Now they do not get bored, because when they start seeing something moving, it goes in a wrong direction, they want to fix it. The child will wake up thinking about this project that, okay, I need to make progress. Now it is coming to half the way. Now how I can get to my room, all those things. So this is just one example. All the learning kit, all the education goes like this. It's just all mission based. Even if the soft skills we are teaching, and if we are saying, okay, let's learn graphic design, half the children will be excited, half will not. But if I say we are going to participate in a competition, and you need to create your video pitch, otherwise you will not be able to participate, your team will lose. Now they will start learning, because now they are learning for video creation, not the sake of learning. They are learning because they need to get ready for a competition or something. So here is an example of one of our learning kits. This is a tier 2 learning kit, but all the learning kits are built using the same principle. What you are seeing on the left is first, they will not receive the kit for first 4 to 6 weeks. First, they will learn things on a simulator, and that's what both the rooms are doing. The kids are learning things on a simulator. So they will build practical circuits on a simulator. Let's say they are building how far they are parking car in a garage so it doesn't hit a wall. How you can program an automated garage door. If you are building an automated programmable temperature sensor, if the smoke is coming out, temperature is not rising versus smoke is coming out and temperature is also rising, two different scenarios, how to program. So they will build everything in simulator first. 7 to 8 years will do the block programming, and 9 to 10 they will start doing the text program. Once that program works, then they translate that to embedded learner board and Arduino. So this is the learning kit they will receive. As I said, like this different, and then there are a lot of other components. So if you want, you can take a peek later. This is the embedded learner board. This is all our manufacturing, and this has all kinds of sensors. And basically, this is just simple circuit. They just translate that program there, connect with the Arduino, and just figure it out, okay, if it is working or not. If that also works, they get rid of the embedded learner board. They take the Arduino, connect with the individual component using a breadboard, and now see that if it also works and make the circuit work. And basically, when they do that, now they can really understand how a potentiometer is working or how ultrasonic sensor is working. So think about, they are learning things on simulation first, then at the system level, then at the component level. And we stop there. We do not dive into the physics. It's just too early. The way I grew up learning capacitor and transistor first, many years I had no idea where to use them. Right? That's where the retention value is very little. I remember some courses which I took 20 years ago, even today, because there was a lab component, there was some hands-on component. That's what we are trying to flip. Right now, it's all application and a lot of hands-on component. So, I gave you an example of this one, right? So you saw many kids, what they are building and all kind of things on the top right. Let me show you another example, how they do the team building, how they get to a draft prototype. And then this also, this is called Moon Battle at our end. And you go to our site, there is a whole section for Moon Battle. You will get hundreds of examples there. Every team, what they are building, how they present it, what happened. And we are literally talking 7, 8, 9-year-old kids. They can come up with an idea. So this team came up with like, okay, I'm going to create a mini dishwasher. And let's see how they present it.
We are the Golden Science. Sports and battle. Empower the planet competition.
Hi, my name is Sami Sawari, and I'm the Special Needs Company's CEO. The problem our company is trying to solve is the limited availability of dishwashers outside our houses, which leads to environmental damage. Long ago, many families have used plastic utensils.
So you are assuming 10% of the people will move from traditional dishwasher to new one. Do you think your mom and dad will move your dishwasher to your daily one or no? And if yes, why?
So they can own a built-in dishwasher in their house and own a separate portable dishwasher for trips or outdoor activities. And I think my parents would like a portable dishwasher because we like to do camping and outdoor activities a lot, and we have picnics and we use our reusable plastic, and I sometimes feel bad about that because it's creating
Like, so these kids might not be able to talk or explain things this way, but after this training, because they will go through all the pitch training, and so this is not scripted. This is all live environment. They are presenting to a jury and they are answering questions. We get surprised all the time how a 7 or 8 or 9-year-old child can think and answer these questions. Some of them answer questions like a 30 or 40-year-old is answering. But it doesn't happen on day one. They will answer all kind of things. They will say that, okay, I'll build this and it will cost me $200 and I'll start selling it $220. Then we say, no, it's not enough margin, right? So we keep teaching them. And it's very simple. Once you put them in that kind of environment and they are seeing how other kids are teaching, they learn and all that. Let me give you an example, right? I mean, bring any 7 or 8-year-old child and take things like this. Like if they are selling this kind of box in $25 on Amazon, they sold 4 of them, the revenue is $100. Now, after a week, somebody returned. All of a sudden, your revenue became 100 to 75. Another week passed by, 2 more returned. Then your thing became only 25. What was first 100 and why the revenue is changing? The first 100 was not realized revenue, it was deferred revenue. And after 30 days, when the Amazon return window is over, now it becomes realized. You can teach this to any 7 or 8 and they will know, they will memorize. You cannot just pick a book and start explaining. That's not how it works. So we are just trying to put everything in the experiential format and you can teach. So I think more than teaching, what we are finding, can we ignite the spark on the tech, on the innovation, on the STEM, on the entrepreneurship. And that we are able to do effectively. What is giving very strong signal, we do not teach curriculum. We do not teach what they are learning in the classroom. But many parents are now saying their grades are improving. What is really happening? When their mind is open, it just gives them answer why they need to learn, why they are studying. And engagement increases automatically. Right? Think about if you take advice right after your undergrad that you want to do an MBA, people might suggest that work for a few years and then do MBA, you will get better out of it. Many MBA colleges do not even allow fresh grad to admit, right? Same philosophy. Once their mind is open, once they connect the dot, while they are learning something, then the engagement level is different. Okay, so here's the curriculum. The first 9 months. Sorry, I'm not sure what's happening there. So the first 9 months, they are going to learn electronics component, LCD, RGBs, the simulator, math operators, sensors. The last 3 months, they are going to learn how to prototype using design thinking. And as I said, like if the kids are 7 or 8, they will learn block programming. If they are older, they will learn text programming. And if you need a detailed curriculum session by session, you can go to our website and download. Same thing on the other track, the power skills. So the first 6 months, we teach them graphic design, video creation, Excel, financial literacy, online marketing. Towards the end, they will work in a team, the way you've seen the dishwasher team, and using design thinking, they will get their idea in a pitch format, present it to a jury, and all that happens. Everything happens through our learning management system. I know that some of you struggle logging and all that, but that's not how the real environment is. We have several thousand students, very scalable platform. As long as internet is there, it just goes smooth. All the sessions are there, all the recordings are there if they miss out session or they need to do revision, and all the assignments are there. Even if they are doing multiple sessions, there is a single place to log in, so nothing flies around. Also, there is a very strong reminder system, so before the session you will get text messages, your session is starting after an hour to parent. If your child is late, you will get another text message, then you will also start getting calls that your child didn't appear. So we want to make sure we do everything. By just doing these little things, we are able to increase attendance by 35 to 40%. It's not like our child do not want to attend, they just forget, they are young, right? We forget things, so all that strong mechanism is there. In terms of batches, here is a few sample batches. We are creating 30 to 40 batches, sometimes 50. So once you enroll, you will receive a call from our customer success within 48 hours. And they will give you plenty of options. So they will create the batches based upon your child age, their past background. So they will try to get the best batch possible. But again, they are not perfect. After 2-3 weeks, they might come back and say, your child need to move to this batch because they are not challenged enough or they might be struggling. So all that happens. Just creating that batch, the perfect batch, is the magic. If these kids are friends to each other and they are inspiring each other, half of our job is already done. Because a teacher who is 30 or 40-year-old, there's no way the teacher can inspire a 7-year-old child. Because the child needs inspiration not every month or every year. The child needs inspiration every minute, every hour. You inspire the child, after 2 hours, the child is on something else, again frustrated or crying. They are 7-year-old, that's how they are. So they need inspiration every day. And this is very important that we build that right batch so they are friends to each other, their teacher can inspire, these learning kids are inspiring, and then so as I said, so this is how the first month will go. We have some very strong promotion going on right now. So in 48 hours you will get a call, they will give you the right batch. Every week you will be talking to our customer success just to make sure you are or your child is enjoying, engaged, and all kinds of things. After the first month, you will start getting those calls once in a month, and after a quarter, it will be once in a quarter with them. But we want to make sure you serve very, very well, because it's like handshake period, the first month, and there is a smooth transition for your child. As I said, this is just samples, so do not worry about it. And then there are doubt clearing session every Sunday, so they will be able to also, if something is left, they will be able to cover there. So we have a promotion going on. We have a lot more program than this, but this is where we have promotion for today. We got 2 flavors of it. The Apollo has equal weightage on tech and power skill. So there is a 90-minute tech session every week and 90-minute power skill every week. So that requires 3 hours per week commitment. You can see the pricing with the promotion. If you go for annual plan, that's only $125 per month. We are striking that price point around $10 or $11 per hour. If you go for Artemis, it has tech session exactly same, 90-minute each week, but it has power skill only once in a month. Some students might be busy, and this option works better because they cannot commit 3 hours per month. Now, you can see the monthly pricing, and if you go for annual, it comes out below $100, all the learning kits are included. They will be shipped at your home. And since you guys are already here, and right now, there is no way we can answer all the questions because every child is different. Whether your child like it, whether your schedule works, whether your child's schedule works, there are 1,000 questions, and it's very difficult to answer all of them. So what we are doing, we are just saying, let's do a quick field test. We've seen numbers. We are doing this for last many months. So this is the promotion we are doing now, that you can have an Artemis program for $1 for the whole month. And basically in the month you will have 5 or 6 sessions, and you will be able to see if this is, sorry. Is it not working anymore? Okay. You guys can hear me, right? Okay, perfect. So, so this is $1, and basically you will have 5 or 6 sessions there. In the Apollo, you will have 9 to 10 sessions. There is only $29 registration there. So first month, what number we are seeing, we are not 100% there. If 10 students enroll today, we see only 8 continuing second month onwards. So assume that you are in that 20% who might not continue. There could be many reasons. You might be going on vacation. There could be many things fall apart. So start there and just observe for yourself. And for some reason, if it doesn't work, it's perfectly fine. So I'll take a quick pause here. Happy to answer any question you may have, and then we'll go from there.
So how these 3 hours will be divided in the week, like per day, like how many?
Minutes? So in terms of scheduling, there will be 2 sessions, 90 minutes each. So there will be a tech session for 90 minutes. So you can pick the tech session, let's say particular Wednesday at 4 o'clock or whatever. And then power skill, you can do another weekday or you can do a weekend. So usually parent will do tech and weekday and the
so
power
like 2
skill
sessions per week.
On Apollo. But
Apollo.
on Artemis, it's only 1 session. It's a tech heavy.
So within 1 session, you cover both.
No, it will be only tech session.
In
the Artemis there will be 1 summary session every month. There will be power skill, but it's the
otherwise
program
it's
is
a tech
same.
session. Okay.
Yeah, the tech sessions is exactly same because we cannot rush any of these. These takes time, and these are kids, right? Very small sensors, connecting wires and all that. It just sometimes. Yes, ma'am.
So are these all online or in person? Because you are talking about like team building and all this thing, which is the main focus for us. But if they are online, how is it different from other programs?
So we have both the option. Right now we have 98% parents in online, only 2% in offline. So this is the methodology we have built because doing so.
Let me answer that question. I think for team building, you saw some videos before.
They all are online.
Kids are, everyone is 100% online. And the way they work together and communicate with each other, either through meetings online, or we have a lot of students in Bay Area. We have about, I will say, 700 plus students in Bay Area. So near to your house, there will be a lot of different students. So if you want to work in a team and arrange them as a volunteer, we actually prefer that also from parents. If you want to do that, because we have competitions where teams work together, we provide the online platform for them. Some of the parents want to go 1 step ahead and they want to help the team, complete team. So those options are available. We provide some help for that. So that way you can even use that kind of environment.
Thank you.
So how do you divide the teams? Let's say if you have 8 of that kind of 90.
For the team. In the Moon Battle when we have team, there are 2 different things. One is the regular class, one is our competition. For the competition normally, because the competition is multiple times in a year, based on how many students are in that complete group, we let you know, you can make a team based on, again, the kids that you already know in the team, in the Moon framework, or we can send you, okay, if you want to have some list, our interface provides the list there. You can prefer whatever you want. Or we can help you to send you some list of students nearby. So again, the way you want. You want online input.
Just to make sure, the tech session, they are 1 to 8 max out. The power skill session need more students. So that will be 15 to 20 students because they are doing a lot of team activities right there. So most of the team will be formed there itself. Because if they are doing communication skill or anything, we need to create breakout rooms so then they are competing with each in a smaller setup. But then if you need somebody else, then we will give you all those options.
Well, those are for the Moon Battle. So what he's talking about power skill. In power skill every week there are classes in Apollo. So that means there are 20 kids normally in a class in power skill. So their team, every team consists of 4 or 5 members. So there are 4 or 5 teams. So you can select what team member you need if you have preference basically. 99% parents say, okay, we can, based on how the kids are behaving with each other and talking to each other, we normally prefer they to select themselves first time. Then we also switch the teams over time. We don't want them to be comfortable in one team, not the other team. So we want them to make sure they work along with all kind of people or students. So we shift the teams also in every month for normal classes.
But just keep in mind, if you are a parent of 7-year-old, there is a lot changes every few months, right? So what they will do in first year, they will do lot better than next year, right? So it's like all progressive learning.
So for power skill sessions, do you have any recommendation of age range? Or if a child is starting 7-year-old?
For 7 year, I think we don't recommend directly the full power skill session. From 8+, that's okay. 7 sometimes is too early for them.
So I have a follow-up question. Power session also includes like marketing, entrepreneurship, right? Why do you think it's important for kids not like 8 or 9 year age, not to focus on technical, but also to learn marketing at that age?
It's not kind of directly for 8 or 9-year-old, not directly marketing. It's more like thinking from the other person's perspective. We teach them how to think from other person's perspective. If I am trying to build a car, who is going to use my car? Why?
But should not that be involved in more technical? Because when I am building a solution, as you said rightly, right, I first have to think like, what is the problem? Who has the problem? For whom I'm solving this, right? So again, I'm just trying to understand that I think it should be involved in technical. So here's my question. As a parent, if I'm more interested for my daughter that I want her to learn the technical skill, not caring about, okay, you are going to launch in Amazon and we are selling in 25.
Yeah, that is Artemis for you. Artemis program we have that is totally focused on technical skill.
Right.
So again, every parent is different.
Right.
Yeah, you are more focused on technical skills. That's great. A lot of parents are. So then Artemis is the right option for you. Again, based on the age also. Again, if you say we are teaching entrepreneurship or finance to a small child, really yes and no. A lemonade stand, for example. Kids know how to, even a small kid go and have their lemonade stand. When they have a lemonade stand, we can explain them how it works financially without teaching them all the technical terms, but they can understand those things. Again, if they are bigger kids, then a different story. For example, again, Newton's third law of motion, if I ask you, all of you guys, you might remember that. So if anyone want to volunteer, what's the Newton's third law of motion?
Reaction is a reaction.
Yeah, that's what we learn in grade 8, I think, around grade 8. To every action, there is always equal and opposite reaction. But I will say, kind of this is incomplete from college perspective. From school perspective, that was perfectly right. Because the example is, if a horse is pulling a cart, why will cart not put the reaction back and it should stop there, not move? Resultant force should be 0, according to Newton's law. To every action, there is always equal and opposite reaction. But the horse cart works. Whether Newton's law does not apply on that, why? So the thing is, in 8th grade, we only learn the half part of the law. The complete law is, to every action, there is always equal and opposite reaction, and they act upon 2 different bodies. Horse cart is a single body, not 2 bodies. Now, we don't want to bother in 8th grade to learn everything. That doesn't mean we don't know Newton's law. So the complexity of the things will change over time. The same thing with everything we teach. Based on the age, course is created based on the age, basically.
So I think, and it's just a very different way. Every child is different. If I tell my child that, okay, do this or learn this, he will refuse. But if I say that I'm struggling, can you help me? Exact same thing, now he wants to come and help. And now he will learn and he will set this up for me. Right? So it's just every child, the way they act, the way they think.
Yeah, thank you for
Yeah, thank you. And that was a good question, basically. A lot of people, parents ask that question.
Yes, ma'am.
So you talked about the kids competing, and what are the previous ones you have involved with the kids in?
So you are talking about the moon battle, the competition? Yeah.
Also, is it within the...
Yes, so I think we are putting together all these competitions, so then they are, I mean, because...
So let me answer that. That's a part of Apollo program. If you buy the Apollo program, then Moon Battle is a part of that program. It's inbuilt. If you go with the Artemis program, then Moon Battle is not a part of that.
So you're talking about the kids competing with each other, not outside the...
Yeah, we are a global company. So we are growing very fast. Currently we have about, I look how many students we have at this time? Over 2,000, 2,500 maybe. And the rate of speed that we are growing within few months will cross 1,000. And then next year we are planning to cross 10,000. And we have students in Europe. We have in UK, Ireland, Scotland, Germany, India, US, Canada. So it's all over the world. So competition will be very tough and big competitions.
So is it all done online?
Competitions are all online, yeah. But they will build the kit at their home. All the hardware, the kit, they will build themselves, will send all the kits. They will work on the kits.
Thank you.
So in terms of all the team sessions that you have every week, if a child misses a couple of sessions, what's the best way to catch up? Is it like, vacation? I know you mentioned a little bit, but I'm not clear what the catch-up mechanism is. Just watch the videos and catch up, or is it a session?
If you go for longer than 2-week vacation, then we actually recommend to click up option there for apply for pause.
Okay.
You apply for pause, your classes stop there. When you come back, yeah, you can apply 4-week pause. So our system will know you're off for 4 weeks. They will disconnect you for the cycle, again financially also, and classes also. So you're not paying for that time. Your subscription will be added for a month or whatever the period is. When you come back, we know when you're coming back, when you apply for that. So you will get a call from our support department, okay, are you back? And these are the options for your child now to join one of these batches.
Okay.
Those batches will be almost at the same level, either one before the session they left or on the same session. So you can pick one that works best for the child's schedule based on the weekday and the time.
Okay. And what happens is, will teams be formed by this point? Like let's say...
Every month there is a different team for the, so the team changes every month.
Okay.
So for the competition, that's the different thing. The Moon Battle. The Moon Battle goes for 6 months the team work for 6 months. Okay, if you go in that period, but you will still be the same part in the Moon Battle. But for the other classes, your batch will change. Yeah, will change because that batch is gone. They are now 4 sessions ahead of the child.
So there was a question about the teacher. So we got teacher globally. We are bringing the teacher who are most qualified for that subject wherever we find them. And that's the most important.
So, for like 2 hours a week, within that session, is the kid expected to learn everything in that time, or they get homeworks as well?
They will get homework assignment also. Some of the assignment they can finish in the 90-minute session, but sometimes they cannot finish in the 90-minute session. So they have something they might have to do after the session, but then there are optional assignment. Some are the required assignment they have to do. Most of the students can do within those 90 minutes. Last 30 minutes is assignment time. But then if they can't complete it, they have to finish before the next session. And then there are add-on assignment, optional assignment. If someone wants to challenge themselves more, that we always recommend to do that. So there are a lot of other assignments you will see in our learning management system. So you can complete whatever you can complete. But one is always required.
So what if they are not able to complete before the next session? Is there anything that checks it before that?
Normally, that is okay, but we don't recommend that. One time is okay, but if the student is always lagging behind, then it will be hard for the student to catch up.
Yeah.
Once in blue moon, that's okay, but not every week.
Yeah, so I think from other perspective, it's not that assignment. If out of 8 students, 7 are finishing and your child is not, we might request that your child might belong to a different batch. Right? We want an optimum learning for every child.
Yeah,
we are not saying that your child is this child.
I understand. So what I mean is, like, is there any homework help or anything that covers it up?
Yeah, there are doubt clearing sessions on Sunday. There is 2-hour open window. If your child is stuck in a homework and cannot finish, so 2-hour open window every Sunday is there, so every child can log in, and there are multiple teachers available that time. So they will help to complete the homework basically. So like not complete homework, but clearing the doubts so that child can finish it. We don't want the teacher to finish the homework. We want the child to finish the homework but get the help from the teacher.
All right, any other question?
Yes.
So how much time you think is required for them to finish the homework? Like, just a commitment time?
Normally it's 30 minutes, the last 30 minutes of the session, most of the students should be able to finish the homework.
Our purpose is to get that 90 minutes done for the parents. We do not want parent involvement.
Yeah, exactly.
There will be exceptional cases where child is struggling or need help, but I think that's how they are.
And in the moon pedal, if they're in the moon pedal, obviously, then more time they spend is better for them, otherwise they can't win. Normal assignments are okay. Moon pedal is the competition where more effort you put in, more chances are for the child to win.
Yeah, so what's the kind of estimate commitment we have on a weekly basis for these?
Normally I will say 1 hour extra per week along with the classes. So 1 hour at least. If they don't spend 1 hour, then they will not remember other things, they will forget the things. So 1 hour at least recommended time additional along with all the other things.
And like, are they going to keep the track of any notes or learnings? Like, how do they document and keep up like that?
Yeah, every week you will get a report after every session from the teacher, a personalized report with some comments. Most of the time you will see a normal comment, but if there is a problem, the child is not catching up, they're not finishing the homework, not paying attention, there will be a bold red color thing. So you can see that and they will ask you to help. So if they are not turning the camera on, we can't force them, we can request them. And then we'll try to give you the report that you please help them, see what's going on, why they're not turning the camera on. Without the camera on, it's very hard for teacher to evaluate what's going on the other side. So there were those kind of things. You can also get a call from the support. If that's happening multiple times, you will get a call.
Yeah. So like that's a behavior, but like I'm asking more about like curriculum part, like all the information that they're learning, all the skills that they're learning. How are they going to keep track of the
In LMS system, there's a complete track of all their reports, what they did every week, all the assignment they finished, the grade they got in the assignment, everything is available.
And it stays preserved. So you can see what they have done a week before or 2 weeks before. All the record is there.
Everything is available there online.
Any other question? Yes, sir.
Will you be recording those sessions, for example, if we're gonna miss 1 or 2?
Yeah, sessions are recorded because some kids want to go and do the revision and sometimes miss, so they can go back.
So all the sessions are recorded available from the learning management system. When you log on, you will see a calendar with you can go in the previous month, previous week, look at what the sessions were, view the recording as many times you want to view, and then do the revision, whatever you want to do. So all the recordings are always available.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
In one of the slides, you did mention about three different categories like tech, power, and this advanced math.
Correct.
So is that?
So right now in the promotion, advanced math is not included, but what we recommend that, because learning methodology stays same, the first thing we want to make sure your child is happy with us, you are liking the way we teach, you're liking our system, you like our teachers, you will be able to evaluate that in a month because you have plenty of opportunity, and after that month when you are enrolling, you can add more things or you can add them later. We have a lot more possibilities and additional programs and all, but this is like a starting point. This is the part of the promotion.
Is that age specific advanced math?
So advanced math we have right now 2nd grade to
From 2nd grade to 8th grade.
So we got advanced math there, mental math and Vedic math. It's kind of combination of that.
There's combination of basic and mental math. So we are teaching kind of grade level math with a lot of tricks. So again, if your child is in 2nd grade but already ahead of the curve and equal to 4th grade, so instead of joining the 2nd grade, you can join the 4th grade. So on, like anything you want.
Right. So if we are good, I'll start the promotion. So when I start the promotion, this will happen. You'll get a link in your SMS and your email, whatever you have used to register for this session. Once you click, you'll get this window. There will be a Artemis program for $1, and there will be Apollo program for $29. I saw a technical glitch this morning for today. Something happened there. It might say the Apollo every week 90 minutes and for tech, and every week 90 minutes for power skill. Artemis might say exact same. We are fixing it, but in the Artemis, the tech session is only so every week 90 minutes, but the power skill is only once in a month. So that's the difference. That's where there is also pricing difference later. So if there are any other questions, happy to answer now, or I'll start the promotion. So that will give you another hour of window. The kids will be finishing up shortly, so you can talk to them if you want to talk before enrolling. But these will expire after 60 minutes. That's how our system works. They all are custom coded for your enrollment, so they will not work for each other. Alright, so if everybody is good, let me just start it. And if anybody do not receive the SMS, just let me know and we'll give you another way to go there.
Do you have a power skill slide?
Yeah.
Let's power skill first. 10 times.